as divine feminine beings, we are all given the power to create life within us. And we are truly the ones who will create unconditional love on the planet, because with mother energy, whether regardless of being a mother or not, you have this divine feminine energy residing in your body. So truly, we understand and are built with this knowing and appreciation of unconditional love, just as a mother unconditionally loves her children. So as the past 2,000 to 5,000 years have occurred on the planet, with the imbalance of the divine feminine and sacred masculine energy, there has been a displacement of this feminine energy as the masculine side has become more prevalent and controlling over the divine feminine. This has created the energy of conditional love, which we are all familiar with. Over the next 2 months, humanity will begin to discover that unconditional love really is possible and fully accessible for every single being on the planet, especially for women. And it is our passion and joy to give space, hold space for the sacred masculine energy to be aware of its own feminine energy so that it can be balanced once more. Sometimes, most of the time, there are many opportunities for unconditional love, especially when we are feeling conditional. But it's handy to remember and handy to know that unconditional love is really all there is. And we are the masters as divine feminine beings, with the mother energy residing within us. We are the masters of unconditional love. We can access unconditional love anytime, any place, anywhere, on a bus, on a train, in the shop. We can access unconditional love with our own parents and our own children and our cousins and our friends, and we can love them exactly for who they are and where they are. Just like a mother does with her children. A very important thing to remember is that it's our free will choice. It's every being's free will choice in this universe to accept or deny unconditional love and grow. And we must not judge other beings for being conditional, because that is where they are. And where we are is perfect also, because where we are is right here. The animal kingdom has had a rest and has flourished, as we all know, over the past 9 months or so. And with the rise of the divine feminine and the balance of the sacred masculine, the natural world will become restored and perfect. And it is perfect. There will be new energies, new ways of creating solutions for pollution and the oceans and the beaches and the water supplies. As people become more conscious and aware of their feminine sides and their feminine energy, and the balance is restored, we will begin to create freely once more, because of course remember that the divine feminine energy is a sacred infinite creator energy, because feminine energy is all about creation, but conditional energy has prevailed over the past 2,000 to 5,000 years, so creations have been limited. But over a very, very short period of time, technology, creativity already has become more conscious and grown quicker in the past year. And with this current world situation that is neither negative or positive, it is creating opportunity for growth as we come into a new age. As the balance of the divine feminine rises up and becomes restored again, we will see patience and collaboration and commitment and unconditional love. And remember that if you want to see these things in the world, then the best place that you can see them is within your own being first. But we know this to be true, but sometimes it is useful to be reminded of it. Over the next 2 months, there will be a realization. More people will become aware of the heavy-handed, masculine, controlling, and conditional love that has existed on the planet for the past 2,000 to 5,000 years. And we can see evidence of this in the media and the politics that are happening on our world at the moment. And it is going to be entertaining in some respects, as these manifestations of the most conditionally masculine energy rises up to the surface, so that we can become aware of it, so that we can clear it to make way for something more beneficial and more benevolent and more nourishing and more creative for us. We are becoming more aligned with our unconditional love. And of course, we have a beautiful full moon this weekend. And the moon is extremely important when it comes to divine feminine, as our cycles are tethered to the moon, as are the tides, as are many, many things on our world. So this really is a phenomenally sacred weekend and time. And we all know about lunacy and the moon's energy for creating chaos on the world. pulling and pushing the minds and the moods of other people. But this is perfect for this time because we are all safe and sound in our homes with our loved ones, and we are able to talk and reach out to people and not be judged for being harlots or witches or, other not so beneficial titles of the past 2,000 to 5,000 years. So this really is the most gorgeous and beautiful and beneficial time. This is so special and exciting for us as women. And you must remember that we have all past, present, and future divine feminine beings with us always throughout our day, throughout our evening. Whatever we are doing, all we need to do is call on this energy, and we will be surrounded by the high vibrational essences of the witches, Isis, Mary Magdalene, all of the beings that we could ever possibly imagine from this world, other worlds, other times, other planes, here for us, who are all cheering us on and wishing us the most excellent remembrance and celebration, because we chose to be here for this time. We chose to be here to remember and to worship and to celebrate the rise of the divine feminine and the changing of the ages. The changing of one age to another is like birthing, giving birth to a new age. And we are here for that. We chose, our souls, our higher selves, our spirits chose us to be here in physical, to witness it and experience it, to celebrate it as spiritual midwives, birthing, assisting in the birth of this new age. And we have the support and the thanks of every past, present, and future sacred divine being, even the ones who had the worst experience on the physical plane, the ones who had the worst experiences learned a lot, not the most, but they learned a lot as the soul being. And they practiced this unconditional love because part of their soul knew that they were just paving the way for us to be here in this moment right now.